There is a reason why this is the most popular drone at the moment, and also why it has some major issues. Now this is an absolute beast of a drone. It doesn't have one camera, not two cameras, but three cameras. The first main camera on this drone is the 24mm wide camera. The second camera on this drone is the medium tele. Now that's equivalent to a 70mm lens. And the third camera on this drone is the tele camera. Now this is equivalent to 160mm. And that's just crazy. Now it's really important to know that all of these cameras are different, so they all have different settings and rates that you need to be aware of. The wide camera can shoot 5.1K up to 50 frames a second. The medium tele camera can shoot 4K up to 60 frames a second, and the tele camera can also shoot 4K up to 60 frames a second. But there's also something to be aware of, and that is that the wide and medium tele record in 10-bit 420 in the H.265 codec, and the big tele camera only records in 8-bit 420. Now, by far, one of the biggest features of this drone is being able to switch through all of those different cameras and get a really dynamic look from each of them. You obviously have your standard wide drone camera, which we're all used to, but now you can punch in tighter and get these amazing shots. Especially if your subject is separated from the background, you can get some amazing parallaxes where the background is just crazy. And by doing this, it's gonna make your subject really stand out in the frame, giving you a really unique look. Have a look at these different perspectives from all three cameras on this drone. Now with every great drone release, there is always going to be some drawbacks, and this drone has a major flaw. Now the wide and the medium tele can both record in D-Log-M. Now this is a new color profile that DJI have launched with this drone, and basically what it is, it's just not as intense as D-Log, so it's a little bit easier to grade. However, they have not included this option in the tele camera, so you only get the normal color profile when you're shooting with the tele camera. Now this is really annoying because what this does is when you put all of these three lenses together in the edit, the wide and the medium tele look fine because they're obviously shot in D-Log-M. But if you're gonna cut those cameras with the actual tele camera, which is shot in normal, it's just a nightmare. You really have to do some work to this camera if you want to mix it with those other focal lengths. I've particularly found this really hard to grade in a contrasty situation, around the middle time of the day where your shadows are really harsh and your highlights are really harsh. This tele camera, while it's really awesome and has so much potential, is just let down by that 8-bit color and the normal color profile. I just wish we were able to have D-Log-M across all three cameras. Another drawback to this drone is we're going to be seeing a bucket load of parallaxes and epic drone shots. They're going to be going off like a frog in a sock, mate. You are not going to be able to scroll through your feed and see one of these epic drone shots. It's now made it so much more accessible for anyone to go and grab this drone and get those amazing looking shots that look like they've come out of a helicopter. I am so stoked for this drone. I'm so stoked at how small it is and how we can jam 3 cameras into this drone. It replaces the Inspire, so the Inspire's like this big, this is this big. You can chuck it in your backpack and get Hollywood style shots from such a small drone. And that's it for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Hooroo.